Hey, Larry. Hey, Lynette. Yeah, he's happy. He's almost always purring, though. He and Victoria both. Victoria is right there, glued to me at the hip all the time. Connie. Ozzie's over there. So I figured I'd go ahead and do the close-up tonight because I have to get here kind of early tomorrow. She's coming to pick them up at, hey Joe. She's coming to pick them up at 9 in the morning. And I don't know that I would have enough time to do the close-up, and plus I know there's time zone differences and all that, and not everybody would be able to participate at 9 a.m. our time. Yeah, tomorrow morning is when we have to say goodbye. As it kind of worked out, I've got a family dinner tomorrow night around 6, and she has a family lunch tomorrow at noon. So the morning was probably the best time to do it. I am too. It doesn't make it any easier to let them go, but it's good timing because we have quite a bit on our plate at the moment. I hope she doesn't come in and think we're terrible fosters, because Copper, you know, he likes to play with them, and sometimes Copper can get a little rough, and he's got a little scab on the inside of his ear. I don't know if you guys can see it. He's not going to be still long enough, but yeah, he's got a little scab going on right there where Copper got him. And Mr. Ozzie had a little runny poop when I got here. So we got one with an injury to the ear and one with runny poops. Hopefully runny poop clears up by the morning, though. The Copper must have scratched the crap out of him. About 40 minutes from our house. So it's probably an hour drive, a little over an hour drive for her to get here, because I'm anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes away from home here at the office. I need to see if I have something at home that we can clean his little scab with. I know I don't have anything here, but it's possible we have something at home. Copper. I'm blaming Copper for the scratch, but I guess it just as easily could have been his brother that did it, the way they play. But they'll have an entire lifetime to do this to one another. Clara. Yeah, they do. They certainly do. What are you doing, Clara? Why are you grabbing onto me? Why are you grabbing onto me? Hey, Donna. Well, good. We've got most of the gang here tonight. Yeah, Victoria will get to stay out the majority of the time. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna handle the feeding situation. My initial thought was to leave Copper and Victoria in the room together at night. You know, with Ozzie and Devon and Victoria, I could leave the feeder out all the time, and they would just eat when they got hungry and kind of graze whenever. Well, as you know, can't leave a feeder out with that guy. So I got to figure out something. Either that, or I'm going to have to be like Johnny on the spot with my feeding schedule up here, which is sometimes difficult. But I definitely don't want to put her all by her lonesome in the room. And Clara gets along great with Claire. Clara gets along great with Victoria. Sorry, I was reading and trying to talk at the same time. So it may be that I can put Clara and Victoria in the same room. Yeah, another challenge is Victoria still eats Kittens food and everybody else gets adult food. I mean, I potentially could have left Victoria at PetSmart yesterday, but I just couldn't. I was not mentally prepared to leave her there yesterday. You got an eye booger, Copper. Yeah, I couldn't do it yesterday, but I think I'm gonna have to soon. I mean, I think that's her best shot at getting adopted. She did okay. She got all of her screaming out on the drive there. She was quite calm once she got there. A little unsure of what was going on, but she handled it fine. I think she was really happy to get back here, but that goes without saying. Hey, Mr. Krabs. But I wish I had another foster that could take Victoria over Christmas. Look, there's a sheath to a claw, and now my video is going to be choppy. I hope I'm not about to get a text or some other garbage right now. But Mr. Copper got a nail trim yesterday, so he's less dangerous now. God, come on, phone. I promise I will get my new phone set up in the next day or two. I've got to back up this one and get all my stuff onto the new one. Yeah, sorry guys. That's terrible. Just gonna be really still for a second. No, they're not fighting. Hey, bring that back. Can't take the whole thing. You guys will almost put a knot in this thing again. Sorry guys, bear with me just a second. I'm trying to unravel this knot before it gets worse. There we go. Yeah, he's a good cat. He's a little demanding. Sometimes he's a little grumpy, but that's okay. I think that's just being a cat. You want to get it, Stumpy? I had Stumpy playing with this earlier today. Copper's not going to let it go long enough for her to get it. Stumpy. Oh, now you want to play with Devon. You've had weeks to play with these guys. Now you want to play? At least 8. Maybe a little older than that, but I think the vet estimated around 8 years old. Why are you sniffing his butt, Ozzie? No, no fighting. Hey, Ozzie. Come up and have a seat. Oh, come up and have a seat. Well, that was a short visit, but okay. Ozzie gets offended when Devon plays without him. He's got to come get in the middle of it. Uh, 9 a.m. Central Time. I'm going to try to be here a bit earlier than that, just so I can kind of hang out with them for a little a little longer before they have to go. But man, it's going to be hard to wake up. I dozed off for a little while last night, and then I got back up around 2 a.m. to check on Stella, give her a little more food and all of that. I got my shoes untied, and Copper's not going to let me tie it. And I did go back to sleep, and I slept till I was going to go to church this morning, but church starts at 10. I woke up at, well, Melanie woke me up at 9:45, and I didn't make it. Hey, leave my shoes alone. Play with this. That's just as good as a shoelace, I think. Or maybe it's not. Yeah, I'm going to, when I wrap up here, I'm going to get home, and Stella is actually just about time for her. It's actually really is time for her antibiotic now. And I have to torture her with another dose of gabapentin before bed, which I hate doing just as much as, well, probably more than she hates. And she hates it pretty bad. I think she's having another stomach ache. She wants to poop, but I think it hurts to poop. I come back to work on January the 3rd. Don't bite me. You got a toy there to bite. Well, we are doing the best we can. I wish I knew how to help her with the whole pooping thing more than I can. We've just been periodically picking her up, and which probably hurts, and setting her in the litter box, which probably hurts, and she she'll sit up in the litter box like she's trying to use the bathroom. But I think right now it hurts for her to push. So she doesn't like to push. And then she gets tired holding herself up in the litter box. And then she eventually just lays down, and I don't know. I mean, I guess we're doing all we can do there, but I wish I knew a better solution to help. But hopefully What was that, Victoria? Yeah, she gets the Laxatone every day, every morning. Would you stop biting me? Yeah, and it seems that she's more likely to get into the litter box on her own overnight when we're not around. But I was telling Melanie that she put up the biggest fight against the gabapentin that she ever has this morning. She resisted it with everything she had, and I got the claws and everything. Stumpy. Come here, Stump. She's up there. Devon is just over there observing. Yeah, they said the gabapentin was, it says give as, on the bottle it says give as needed for pain, and I don't know what as needed means when she's a cat and she can't tell me when she really hurts, but they said it was more of like for nerve pain. But we've also got kind of an NSAID type of pain reliever that we give her once a day too, in addition to the antibiotics and the Laxatone and the calorie supplement. I've been prescribed gabapentin before, but I cannot say that I stuck with it. I don't know, I'm a guy and I resist medication for some stupid reason. They told me that a lot of my pain was cervical radiculopathy, and that's why they gave it to me, but I just never really took it on a regular basis. I need to vacuum you guys' floor again. This litter mat only does so much. You end up tracking litter all over the carpet. Clara, excuse me. Clara's gonna be tied up in a second. She keeps rolling around with that. Well, now I have to go get it because she dragged it away. And get it without giving it to Copper. I hope it is. She absolutely hates it. The vet's recommendation with the gabapentin, just because it tastes so bad, and Stella starts to froth at the mouth because she hates the taste of it. So when we draw it into the syringe, we'll get a little bit of corn syrup and draw that at the very end. So the first thing she tastes is something sweet. I don't know if it helps or not, but it's what I've been doing. I have not noticed that, but then again, I haven't. I just kind of pop in for a minute or two and then hop off. Don't be so rough, guy. Hey, don't be too rough. We already got one battle wound. I don't want to send Ozzie home with a wound either. Stella, why are you being mean to Stumpy? I don't know if that's mean or if that's play, but when I hear Lily hiss, I tend to think that she's being mean. But maybe she's being playful. Who knows? I don't know what's going on. If it's her whole leg or what, but I happened to touch her back left foot today and she was not happy about it. Lily. No, she hissed at me when I touched her back foot. I think Lily is playing, but yeah. And they told me that she would probably always walk with a limp, but it could be Lynette. And I wish I could do more for her, but I don't know exactly where she's hurting or how bad it hurts or what makes it better and what makes it worse. And I'm still seeing your chat, Connie, if that helps. Connie, are you on your phone or your computer? You might try deleting all your cookies. You'll probably have to log back in to everything, but sometimes that can fix problems. But I don't know if that's going to fix yours or not. It's just maybe something you can try. That's a good portrait, huh? Well, it was. Now he's got his focus on Clara. A 9-year-old and a 4-year-old, I believe. I think I've got the ages right. So hopefully they will get to grow up with the kids and live long, wholesome lives. Those kids will be up in years by the time these guys' time is up. If all goes according to plan, and I hope it does. What is that? Hang on a second, guys. I gotta sit you down and go figure this out. Hey, what is the problem? What is going on? I'm gonna let you cool off. Sorry guys, I don't know what that was about, but yeah, it was Lily and Copper. I think Copper was trying to play and ended up cornering Lily behind the door, and Lily didn't appreciate it. But I just put Lily in the room and shut the door and let her cool off for a little bit. Hey buddy. Oh, I have to find, where did Ozzie go? I hope I didn't shut him in there. There's Victoria. Copper. Okay, Ozzie's right there. Never mind. I didn't want to shut him in there with an angry Lily. You know, as crazy as it sounds, I had to turn the air conditioner on when I got up here. The thermostat said it was 78 degrees up here when I walked in. Had a fairly warm day today. I mean, I'm in short sleeves. Yeah, she always did that, Fern. She did that with all these guys when they would play. What you doing, Ozzie? Yeah, we get a couple of those at our house too, Connie, but we've learned to manage it as long as there's certain cats we have to keep separated. You know, Tabby can't be around Luna. Oscar can't be around Mabel, so we just try to avoid that pairing, and we're generally okay. I gotta find you some medicine, dude. Put it on your ear. Yeah, I don't know either, Connie. We've yet to figure out our issue, unless it's just, you know, we live in a fairly small house and there's just not enough space. They both want to occupy the same territory and they get upset. Hey, Kimberly. I don't know when that would have been, Donna. Those are mortal enemies, so we try to keep those separated. That must have been a mistake that we let them out at the same time. We've tried the, what is it, the feel away? Hasn't seemed to help our situation. Why do you keep stealing it from me? You just take the whole thing. dirty when you're getting things stuck to your hair. Well, that would be a huge improvement if it were Oscar and Mabel and they didn't try to kill one another, or Oscar didn't try to kill Mabel. That's usually how it works. Well, that's great, Kimberly. That was kind of ridiculous. Hey, Clara. Devon, come here. Yeah, probably so. And I'm 99% certain that's who it was that did that. I took her yesterday for the day. I was there from probably about 1 until 5 or 5:30, something like that. And I brought her back. And getting a little choppy again. Ozzie. Ozzie. Well, hello, buddy. Short little lap visits. Too busy. Are you tired now? You hear Lily in there crying to get out after all that anger a minute ago. Yeah, I'll do my best to get updates. As you guys have seen, sometimes that's easier than other times, but their adopter is part of the Facebook group, so I'm hopeful that she will post pictures there. But I don't know. Time will tell. She seems really nice, though. I'll ask her to post pictures. Yeah, she was super nice. Caitlin got really lucky on that one. I mean, we had just talked about needing to pull Caitlin and give her a break, and I said, well, let's just give it a couple more days. And I had set Friday as a deadline if she wasn't adopted to pull her and try to give her a break. And there was a little bit of a lack of communication by someone at PetSmart, which really kind of irritated me, because she had gone in and saw Caitlin Sunday, and they let her into the adoption room, and this particular employee would not open the cages for her because he said he didn't have a key, which was not true. Come here, guys. So yeah, first he said he didn't have a key, and then he said he would take down her name and number and send it to Laura. And he didn't do that either. He just wrote it down on a piece of paper and stuck it in the adoption room. And it just so happened that when Laura was cleaning cages Tuesday, 2 days later, she saw it, and I called her that evening, and she had already been trying to get in touch with the local humane shelter because there was another cat that she wanted to go meet and potentially adopt. But as luck worked out, there was kind of a snafu at the shelter. They're not very organized down there, and I don't know if she just didn't talk to the right person or if the cat was adopted before she got to her. I don't remember exactly what she said, exactly how it happened, but it all worked out for Caitlin. Hey, cat lover. And I'm totally amazed that she went in there and just kind of made herself at home with another cat. Never would have expected that. You guys have stolen it again. Devon. But yeah, as we hit 47 minutes and I looked at the time, should probably wrap up. I've got to go home and give Stella some medicine. She needs her antibiotic and she needs gabapentin, which will be very fun, as it always is. So, let me get one more little close-up glimpse of this one, and then I'll have to lure Devon over here. I'm going to try to be here no later than 8 tomorrow. Now, whether or not my body allows that to happen, I may have to force it, but that is my goal, is to be here by 8 and hang out with these guys for a little bit before they go. So at any rate, I guess most of you know that the aerial view has been in this room for the past day or so, and now I'll just leave that here overnight and let them out in the morning. So I guess all the action will take place in here tomorrow. So, all that being said, okay, Donna, I will keep an ear out for the delivery guy. He may not even stop here, being that it's Christmas Eve and it's the same delivery guy that we've had for years, and he knows that generally there's no one here on Christmas Eve. So, but I'll be here in the morning and try to keep an ear out and intercept it. But thank you guys. I hope you all have a good day, good night. Thanks for joining in. And if you're watching the stream with Stella, you'll see me in there shortly, making her mad with medicine. So, but thank you guys. Hope you all have a good day, good night. And if I don't talk to you one-on-one before then, everybody have a Merry Christmas. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Good night.